As we know, Triple M rocks football. Now it's time for Brian's new segment, the Saturday Sermon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gather here today for Bristol's Saturday Sermon.
That's correct. That's what we're here for.
This is your Sunday stuff, Brian.
How many stingers have
Well, that's
we
our
got?
We've had a
One
world
show.
record 4 stingers today.
This is 4 stingers
Brian,
in one show.
We are.
Brian, you can't bring your Sunday stuff to the Saturday
No,
stuff.
I
We
like
are-
it,
I
Warrior.
thought we'd keep
I
this
like
good
this.
stuff for tomorrow.
We are now an overproduced radio station. Hey, listen, my Saturday sermon. Now, I want you to listen in here, Spud.
I'm listening.
And take notes.
I do like the
I am.
sermon.
And I think you'll like
I'm all
it.
ears, Brian.
Sally Pearson,
Great athlete.
our best hope at the Olympics in Rio in 7 weeks. Our best athlete,
Yeah.
Duck. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I raise this only because after discussions with 2 physios, 2 doctors, and a athletics guru
Yeah.
who thought it was highly unusual the way that this was mentioned to everyone
Where you going
and,
with this,
and
Brian?
handled.
There you go.
Pearson withdrew from Rio because at training on the Gold Coast she tore or strained a hamstring tendon. A day after the hamstring tendon issue, she held a presser, right? Remember it? Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
At the presser, there seemed to be a high degree of acceptance in that I've known about this decision for a while, there's no emotion, I've had time to digest it. It just seemed unusual. At the same interview, I think it was with Channel 9, they showed some vision of Sally patting her dogs in what appeared to be the backyard. Patting the dogs in the backyard.
So
Yeah.
Now, that's all right,
that's all. Where you going?
except
Wait for it.
Where are you going with it?
a full bum to heel squat. Imagine it. Full
Yeah.
bum to heel squat, not once,
With a hammy.
not twice, but 3 times.
With
A
hammy.
lady.
Hanging
Now
off the
you
bone,
ask
Brian.
Johannesen, you ask Lloydie or Richo, or anyone who's had a minor, a medium, or a major tendon strain,
Silvani ripped off the bone.
whether they could do a full squat in the first couple of days after a tendon.
You're onto something, BT.
No hope.
Where are you going with this, Brian?
No vision. No, it wasn't old vision. It was the same day vision because she was wearing the same clothes as she wore at the press
What does
conference.
it all mean, Brian?
Now, Pearson may have seen some load issues on a scan and been told to back off a little, but I tell you what, tearing a tendon, I wonder. I supply an alternate possibility to the doting sports media who seem to have
Oh, no.
swallowed the story lock, stock and barrel. In fact, one of Leading's news sports presenters said minutes after presenting the story
Who?
that it did not seem right.
Who said that, BT?
So
He or she shall remain nameless.
what's the conclusion of this, Brian?
So what about this? Sally's prep in Europe,
It's a long
Spud,
sermon.
was going so bad, finishing last or near last on a couple of
15
occasions.
and a half seconds.
She had decided that her times would not be good enough to make the Olympic finals, never mind the final. So announcers coming back to Australia for more training when she actually needed more races in
Yeah.
Europe. Unusual.
Yeah.
She announces she's injured.
But where are you going with this, Brian?
I think the following, Spud, maybe
Where?
a minor injury, but overriding that, I think
confused.
here it is. I think she was protecting against
what?
loss of sponsors, knowing that times would not get her into the finals.
Oh, Brian.
Many sponsor deals are
faking
based
it.
on performance at major meets.
Brian.
Injury would override most options for companies in contracts,
Another one,
so she
Brian.
possibly took the path avoiding the loss of sponsorship deals, Spud.
Gee, you got there, Brian.
I don't think she was necessarily injured, Spud, is my point.
was all about
There's a long.
And I'm thinking,
stuff about the country,
for
Brian.
once the heavyweight champion of the world. They never like to give it up, the champs. I think she wants to remain the Olympic champ. And I think she could have been over there, but she would have been running like a busted ass. And I don't think she would have got it done, Spud. I think it would have been no good. And I love Sally. I love Sally.
Oh,
But
well done.
what do you reckon?
I like it,
No, I
BT.
like it,
What do you
Brian.
think?
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
I haven't seen the footage of the
No.
squat patting the.
It's a-
was it the dog
I
or
need
a
to see
cat
the
or a?
squat.
It was a full bum to heel squat.
Right.
And the amount of people that I've spoken
Yeah.
to since
You
that
couldn't
saw
do it with a
that
hamstring complaint.
and you couldn't do it.
Right.
It's- Duck,
Yeah,
a normal hamstring you can't bend the day after.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
you're onto
no,
something,
well,
BT.
So it was highly
right,
unusual.
we'll get Scott going onto this.
She was running terribly.
Yeah.
20 metres last in her last race over in Europe. So, yeah, look, she's been a great athlete. But you Brian,
All right.
I think I agree with you.
Yep.
No,
Okay. Well, that's
I
a
love your
Saturday sermon.
I like the sermon.